Assalamualaikum and good morning everybody. Today we would like to present a cybersecurity incident investigation, risk analysis and defense implementation using security tools. And we choose case 1, which is MAYBANK account takeover via phishing. We have 5 members in our team, which is Hani Amira, Nur Hafiza, Daniel Kistina, Engku Amira and Vishnavi.
So I'm going to walk you through about the incident overview. A Maybank retail banking customer became the victim of an account takeover (ATO) fraud, resulting in unauthorized fund transfer of 8,500 from their online banking account. The incident was initiated via a deceptive SMS phishing or SMS phishing message and culminated in the credential harvesting of the user login parameters and real-time transaction authorization code (TAC). So next is attack vector. Vector type is as SMS-based phishing, combined with a lookalike spoof web portal. The mechanism is fake Maybank text message claiming your account has suspicious activity, tricking you into panicking and clicking a link that leads to a threat website designed to steal your information. So next, I'm going to talk about affected assets. There's two. The first one, customer side assets, which is the victim's mobile device and victim's web browser. And the second one is organizational system asset, which is the Maybank to you application front end, customer's digital account balance. Next is about attack timeline. So the first one, attacker creates a fake Maybank phishing website, and then the attacker send a fake SMS, and then the victim received the SMS claiming suspicious login activity. The victim also clicks the phishing link, and then the victim enter username and password, also enters the TAC code. Attacker obtains the credential, then attackers log in into the actual online bank account. Then the 8,500 transferred to attacker contract account, and the last one, victim notice the unauthorized transaction and reports incidents.
Good morning everyone. In this recording, I am demonstrating the use of Wireshark to analyze network traffic for a simulated Maybank online banking login page. First, I opened Wireshark and selected a network interface to start capturing packets. Once the capture starts, Wireshark displays different types of network traffic such as ARP, ICMPv6, TCP and TLS packets. This shows that Wireshark is able to monitor communication happening on the device. Next, I open the demo Maybank login page using localhost 8000. The page contains fields for username, password, and TAC number. This page is used only for testing and demonstration purposes. After that, I check the network traffic in Wireshark to see whether any package related to the login page could be captured. Since the web page is running on port 8000, the correct filter to use is TCP port == 8000. This filter helps to display only packets that are related to the specific local web server. From this recording, I can conclude that Wireshark is useful for identifying and analyzing network packets. It helps us understand what type of data is being transmitted between a browser and a web application. If sensitive information is sent without proper protection, it may be visible in the captured packets. Therefore, secure communications such as HTTPS, encryption, and proper network protection are important to prevent attackers from stealing login details. Overall, this recording shows the basic process of using Wireshark for security testing and highlighting the importance of analyzing network traffic to detect possible security weaknesses. From the Wireshark testing demonstration, we can conclude that the packet captured in Wireshark are ARP packets. It is to identify devices in the local network. Second is TCP packets. It shows communication between device or applications. Third is TLS packets. It shows encrypted communication. And ICMPv6 packets. which is related to network discovery and communication. In this recording, I am demonstrating web application security testing using OWASP-Z. First, I open OWASP-Z version. Is a penetration testing tool used to identify vulnerabilities in web applications. For this testing, I used a simulated MAYBANK online banking login page hosted on my local server. Next, I selected the automated scan option. In the URL field, I entered HTTP localhost 8000 login HTML, which is the target page for this test. I used the developed standard scan policy and enabled the traditional spider. The spider is used to discover pages and files that are not connected to the target website. After clicking the attack button, OWASP-ZAP started scanning the website. During the scan, ZAP discovered several URLs, including the login page, robot text, and sitemap XML. Once the scan was completed, I opened the Alert tab to review the security issues found by the tool. From the scan result, OWASP-ZAP detected four alerts. The first alert is Content Security Policy Header Not Set. This means the website does not have a CSP header, which is important to reduce attacks such as cross-siting scripting. The second issue is missing anti-clickjacking header. This means the page may be vulnerable to clickjacking attacks if proper protection is not added. The third issue is server leaks version information. In this response header, the server reveals information such as the server type and Python version. This is risky because attackers can use this information to search for known vulnerabilities. The fourth issue is X content type options header missing. This can allow browser to perform MIME sniffing, which may lead to security problems. Overall, I can conclude that the OWASP ZAP scan was successful. It helped identify several security weaknesses in the simulated Maybank login page. Although no high-risk vulnerabilities were shown, the security header issues still be fixed because login page handles sensitive information such as username, password, and banking details. To improve the system, the web server should be configured with proper security headers such as content security policy, Xframe option, and X content type options. The server version information should also be hidden. This recording shows that OWASP-ZAP is useful for detecting web application weaknesses before the system is used in a real environment.
Based on our risk assessment matrix, we identify several major security risks in the MAYBANK system. The highest risks are phishing attack, credential theft, and financial loss, as they have both high likelihood of occurring and a high impact on users and the organization. Other risks such as weak user awareness, OTP, TSC disclosure, and weak authentication mechanism are categorized as high because they increase the possibility of unauthorized access and cyber attacks. Lastly, data privacy breach is classified as medium since exposed personal information can still be misused, although its impact is less immediate compared to financial risk. So for risk justification, phishing attack, this is critical because users may be tricked into remaining their banking credentials. Credential theft, stolen usernames, and password allow attackers to access customer account. Financial loss, successful cyber attacks can result in direct financial loss and damage to bank's reputation. User awareness, users who are aware of cyber threats are more likely to become official victims. TAC or automatic disclosure, sharing attack or OTP groups enables hackers to complete unauthorized transaction. Weak authentication mechanism, weak authentication makes it easier for attackers to compromise user accounts, data privacy breach, personal information may be exposed and misused for fraudulent attacks.
Next, defend implementation. To prevent phishing attacks and account takeover, banks should implement strong technical security controls. Multi-factor authentication (MFA) is used through authentic apps and biometric verifications such as fingerprint and Face ID. Other than that is user awareness. User awareness is an important layer in preventing phishing attacks. Users must be educated by that banks will never send login links via SMS and should avoid clicking unknown links. Regular phishing simulation training can help users recognize scam attempts. Next is detections. There are three security logs, which is login attempts, device ping fingerprints, and transaction behavior. And the last one is response. This incident response plan outlines the steps taken to detect, contain, investigate, block, and notify relevant parties during a suspect fraudulent transactions. The objective is to minimize financial loss, prevent further unauthorized activities, identify the root cause of incidents, and ensure timely communication with affected customers and the internal fraud response teams.
In this section, I will explain the importance of ethical cybersecurity. Ethical cybersecurity is important because it helps protect users, organizations, and digital assets from cyber threats. In our case study, cyber criminals create a fake MAYBANK website to trick customers into entering their login credentials and TAC numbers. As a result, the victims suffer unauthorized financial losses. Cybersecurity professionals must follow ethical standards by using their knowledge to protect systems instead of exploiting them. This also helps maintain the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information while building trust between organizations and their customers. Throughout this project, all security testing was carried out responsibly and ethically. We only tested our own local host environment and did not access any real neighboring system, custom accounts, or third-party networks. We also use authorized tools such as Wireshark for educational and analysis purposes only. Ethical hackers must always obtain permission before conducting any security testing. They should never steal data, bypass authentication, or exploit vulnerabilities for personal gain. Instead, the findings should be used to improve system security and prevent future cyber attacks. Lastly, privacy protection and professional conduct are essential in maintaining customer trust. Organizations should educate users on how to identify phishing messages, fake websites, and suspicious links. Reporting phishing websites and promoting safe online behavior can also help reduce cybercrime. In addition, security measures such as multi-factor authentication, fraud detection system, and security login help strengthen information assurance. The MAYBANK phishing incident shows that cybersecurity is not only about technology but also about ethics and responsibility. By combining ethical practice, strong security measures, and user awareness, organizations can be better, protect their customers, and reduce the risk of future cyber threats. In conclusion, this project has shown how phishing attacks can lead to serious financial loss and compromise sensitive customer information. Throughout the investigation, security testing using Wireshark and OWASP, exact risk assessment, and proposed defense strategies will identify practical ways to reduce the cybersecurity risks. Most importantly, ethical cybersecurity, responsible testing, and user awareness play a key role in protecting both organizations and customers. We hope this presentation has provided a better understanding of phishing attacks and the importance of implementing strong security measures to prevent similar incidents in the future.